Everyone, and thank you for your patience as we work through today's events. My name is Kevin Best. I'm the Senior Director of Media Relations here at Chapel Hill. We have a number of folks here with us, and a few of them will take a few of your questions and discuss today's incident. We have University of North Carolina Chancellor Kevin Guskowitz, UNC Chief of Police Brian James, Chapel Hill Police Chief Salisa Leahy, Orange County Sheriff Charles Blackwood, Commander Freddie L. Johnson, Jr. of the North Carolina Highway Patrol, Secretary Eddie Buffalo, Jr. of the North Carolina Department of Public Safety, Special Agent in Charge Bob DeWitt of the FBI, Orange County District Attorney Jeff Neiman, and UNC Board of Trustees Chair David Bolick, Jr. We know there'll be a lot of questions, and we'll take a few, but please understand this is an ongoing investigation and questions will be limited. We'll start with Chancellor Guskowitz.
Thank you all for being here today. This is truly a tragic day for our campus community. Chief James will give more details on the ongoing investigation, but this afternoon, shortly after 1 p.m., UNC police were notified of shots being fired in Cottle Laboratories on our campus. The suspect was eventually apprehended and is now in custody. I'm grieved to report that one of our faculty members was killed in this shooting. This loss is devastating, and the shooting damages the trust and safety that we so often take for granted in our campus community. We will work to rebuild that sense of trust and safety within our community, and our hearts are with the family of our fellow faculty member, those who are personally connected to the victim, and those traumatized by this senseless act of violence. In response, we have canceled classes for the rest of today and have canceled classes for tomorrow. We've sent an email with resources for our students, faculty, and staff. More information will be provided on additional services for our campus community. I'm grateful to our Emergency Operations Center, UNC Police, for managing this situation so effectively and keeping our community safe. I'm also grateful to our faculty, staff, and students for their effective cooperation during this event today. It's why we have an emergency action plan with an active shooter protocol that's practiced regularly, and because of that, this situation played out as best as we could have asked for today. I hope that you'll join me in praying for the victim's family, and every member of our Carolina community. And I encourage our community to come together during this difficult time. I'm now going to turn it over to Chief James to give you additional details on what happened today and his department's impressive response in keeping the rest of our campus safe. And I also want to thank the other law enforcement agencies, many of whom are here today, for the role that they played in keeping our community safe. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Brian James. I'm the Chief of Police for the UNC Police Department. I thank you for being here this evening. And thank you, Chancellor Guskowitz. I also want to offer my sympathy to the victim in this incident and express my empathy to the entire UNC and Chapel Hill community. I'm very sorry to be standing before you today in these circumstances. It's a day we train for, but we hope it never comes. I know there will be a lot of questions as we try to answer as many as possible, but please understand this is an ongoing investigation, and there are many questions that we will not have the answers to at this time. I want to start by confirming, as the Chancellor did, we do have the suspect in custody from today's active assailant incident. At this time, we are not releasing the name of the suspect, as formal charges have not yet been filed. We are committed to conducting a thorough investigation, and we will provide as many updates throughout the process as we can. The FBI is providing assistance with multiple resources, including victim assistance and the evidence response team. The Cottle Lab, which is the location of the incident, will be closed until further notice as evidence is being processed. We want to ensure that we gather every piece of evidence to determine exactly what happened here today and why it happened. It is too early in this investigation to know a motive for the shooting. We will be working with all the law enforcement agencies you see represented here to uncover every fact available. That will take time, So we ask in the meantime that you continue to express your warm thoughts to the UNC Chapel Hill community. This investigation will continue for several weeks, but here's what we know right now. UNC police received a 911 call at 1:02 p.m. this afternoon reporting shots fired at Caudle Laboratory, located on South Road near the center of campus. An emergency alert Carolina was issued, and the emergency siren sounded at 1:04 p.m., notifying campus of the emergency and issuing a lockdown. Upon arrival at Caudle Labs, police discovered one individual, a faculty member, had been shot. Unfortunately, as we have reported, this person is deceased. We will not be releasing further details on that person at this time, as we are working to contact all of this person's family and will be providing them with support and resources. This is the only fatality, and no other injuries were reported. Based on witness information at the scene, UNC police were able to identify a suspect, and after a search of the surrounding area, this suspect was taken into custody at 2:31 p.m. The lockdown of the campus remained while police verified the suspect's identity and conducted a comprehensive search for the weapon that was used in the shooting, which at this time has not been located. I want to thank all the law enforcement agencies who responded to assist today. Their assistance was invaluable, and we could not have responded so quickly or so thoroughly without their help. So at this time, I'll turn it back over to Kevin, and I guess we'll take any questions.
Yeah, at this time, like I said earlier, and like the chief said, we'll have a few questions that we can take. Obviously, ongoing investigation, only so many things that can be discussed. But if you have a question, please raise your hand. I'll point to you, identify yourself, and then ask your question.
Stephen Schlink, UNC's Carolina Week. We know that there's a car in the New Venable parking lot. Police did confirm to us that does have some sort of correlation to this event. Can you all speak to what kind of correlation that has to this?
Yes, a car was identified. We do think that it is related to the investigation. As we said, we are still in the process of collecting evidence and conducting interviews, so I'm really not prepared at this time to say exactly what the connection is, but we do have that car identified as a piece of possible evidence. Yes, sir.